So we all know that you need work experience to get that job that you want. But what do you do if you don't have a job? How do you get the experience you need to get the job that you want? Hey, I'm Dan and I'm a career coach for young professionals, and I help people just like you to land their dream jobs and create their dream careers. So you find yourself without a job, but you really want a job, and we all know that you need experience because for some reason, every single entry-level job requires experience. And I don't know how that works, but it seems to always be a requirement. So let's talk about a few ways that you can get work experience without having a job. Today I'm going to talk about 5 methods you can use to gain work experience without having to apply for any jobs anywhere. Gaining work experience is an extremely important thing to do if you are aiming to land that job that you really want in the near future. And you can do this even without having a traditional job. So let's go through the 5 methods that you can use to get work experience without having a job. The first method, volunteering and internships. I know what you're saying, I'm not going to get paid for this. But you don't have a job, and to increase your prospects of getting that job that you want, you need to have relevant and useful experience from a workplace that is suitable and similar to the ones where you will be trying to apply for a job. Volunteering and unpaid internships are an excellent way to show your abilities and your capabilities without any risk being taken by the business that's employing you. This has a few different benefits. First of all, you get to go in and showcase your skills to a potential employer, which sometimes can lead to a full-time or part-time job after the fact. So what you're doing is you're offering to prove yourself before the company's going to take any risk on paying you money and employing you. So this works out really well, even if you don't end up getting a job offer after you've finished your internship or your period of volunteering. That time and those experiences you can put on your CV and you can put it towards showing that you have the right skills and the right experience to apply for other jobs where there are openings. One of the key things you need to think about when doing volunteering or applying for an unpaid internship is you want to be focusing on areas and industries that are really interesting to you. Because you're not going to get paid, you're going to have to draw motivation from some other source. And so a really good way to do this is to go for things that really interest you, that excite you, that get you going, they get you up in the morning. And that's going to show your enthusiasm and your positivity, which means you're going to perform pretty well, which increases the likelihood of you being offered a job at the end of your period of volunteering or internship, or it allows you to get a much more positive reference or a reference letter or a verbal reference from that workplace where you did the internship or the volunteering for future job application. Finding volunteering opportunities as well as unpaid internships is really not difficult. There are so many available online. You can do them in all sorts of places. Honestly, just jump on Google, jump on LinkedIn, look up for volunteering opportunities, look up internship opportunities, and start scrolling. Make a short list and then get in touch with those companies to talk about what the opportunity is and get a little bit more detail for yourself. Once you've landed yourself this volunteering or internship opportunity, you want to extract the most value you possibly can from it. So here are some things to think about when you're in that position and you're currently doing the work. Firstly, always take every opportunity to learn and ask questions. You're there to learn, genuinely. This is your first experience in the workplace, or it's the first experience in the workplace after some time. So you want to get as much out of it as you can. So ask lots of questions and offer to help anyone who needs help. This is going to broaden your experience and it's going to give you a chance to upskill in certain areas, which you can then put on your future job applications for paid work. Also, I would always recommend taking a position of gratitude, because the person or the business that is taking some time out of their working day to help support you as a volunteer or help support you as an intern, it does have a cost, right? It takes up their time and their energy. So you want to be putting in as much as you possibly can into this relationship so that you can get as much as you possibly can out of it. Second method, freelancing and the gig economy. Now, we've all heard of Uber Eats, we've all heard of DoorDash. Everyone's probably heard of the likes of Fiverr and Upwork these days. You can put yourself out there on these platforms and you can almost certainly snag a paid role, especially within the gig economy and things like DoorDash and Uber. As long as you've got a bike or you've got some other form of transport, you can do work in those fields. If you've got a car, you can do Amazon deliveries, or you can do Uber Eats deliveries and that sort of thing. Freelancing, I think, is a much better opportunity. If you have a computer and you have access to the internet, you can be a freelancer. Honestly, I would recommend, if you're not sure what you're going to do as a freelancer, jump onto ChatGPT and ask it, hey ChatGPT, ask me up to 10 questions to find out what would be my best freelancing opportunity. And it will ask you 10 questions. Answer them with genuine answers that are absolutely truthful, and it will spit out a number of ideas that you can go and look further into. Once you've decided on what you want to do, jump onto Upwork, jump onto Fiverr, look up people in that niche that are doing that freelance work already. Find the cheapest priced one you can find and look at how much experience they have. When everyone starts on these platforms, they start from a position of having no clients and no work history. So someone has to give them a go. If you price yourself in a way and present yourself in a way that makes you attractive, you're going to get some freelance work. Just make sure it's something you can actually deliver on. There are numerous skills that you can learn for free online, like digital marketing, where you can provide a service as a freelancer and actually get paid. And at the same time, you're proving that you can work in a serious workplace and you're gaining experience. And that's going to serve you really well when it comes time to apply for those jobs at another employer. Or you might just find that you love freelancing and you're going to extend that further and that becomes your full-time job. Who knows? But it's worth trying and it's worth upskilling so that you can deliver value to people and get paid for it. Method number 3. This isn't quite a method on how to get work experience. It's more about upskilling and creating the environment that makes it more conducive for you to get that paid job that you want. I'm talking about upskilling through online certifications and training courses. Now there are thousands, hundreds of thousands, probably millions, I don't know, I haven't counted, of online courses and skills packages that you can do to create a baseline skill in an in-demand industry. Marketing always comes to mind for me. There is always going to be demand for marketing. You can learn digital marketing skills online and it doesn't take that much time. There are heaps of free courses out there and a lot of them are really good quality. And then the icing on the cake after that is use those skills that you have obtained through doing this training, doing these online courses and certifications, and use them and apply them in the real world. So if you don't have a job lined up, go to the freelancing platforms that I talked about before and put yourself out there. Offer your services to the marketplace and start delivering. Nothing comes close in terms of providing evidence of what you can do than genuine results that you have delivered to a client. Nothing comes close. And it's also excellent stuff that you can put on your CV when it comes time to apply for that role that you're looking for. Method number 4, personal projects and networking. Some personal projects, you might have a hobby farm. You might tear down cars and fix them up. You might have some kind of personal project that genuinely has real value to a potential future employer. Now, for you to be able to demonstrate that, you need to have a portfolio of evidence that shows that you are actually capable of doing what you say you can do. Don't think that you can just put on your resume, I fix cars. You need to be a little bit more proactive and you need to document your processes. You need to document the work you are doing and which skills you have developed during these processes. And you'd be surprised at what skills you actually develop without even thinking about it. Jump online, look up some resources on how to create a portfolio of evidence and use those instructions to help you put together that portfolio that you can put in front of a prospective employer. You don't need a real job to do that. You can just be doing something in your garage. You could just be doing something at your friend's house. As long as it is structured and it shows skill development and an ability to follow through on things, it's going to look good on your CV and it's going to help you in landing that next role. Beyond personal projects, you've got networking, and networking is the most important thing you can do for your long-term career success, hands down. If you don't have a good network of people, you are going to lose out to other people that have an excellent, strong, highly valuable network. So, when you are going to do networking, you need to look up relevant networking events to attend. You really want to be going in person. Online is fine, face-to-face is better. Show up, be genuine, ask real genuine questions and show a real genuine interest in other people's careers and what they're doing. This is the way that you build those relationships that are going to serve you long into your career. It's going to serve you for decades. It's going to be possibly one of the best ways that you spend time if you don't currently have a job. Networking is going to open doors. It's going to create opportunities for you. And that is going to help you land that next job in 2024. And the last method, and I put it last for a reason, is because it's not my favorite, because it's not as useful as the other 4 that I've spoke about previously. Method number 5 is about building an online presence. Now this is about showcasing your skills and capabilities on an online platform. And I don't care which platform you use. You can use YouTube, just like this. But you could also go on LinkedIn and start posting about things, writing articles, talking about things that interest you. You could create an Instagram channel and just make short videos about things that really interest you. And as you learn more about them, create more videos, really create that engagement from the audience. The key here is not about becoming a content creator, although you can do that if you want to, absolutely. The key here is about creating a persona for you online so that when it comes time to apply for these roles, you can point to the work that you've done. You can point to the interesting research that you've done. You've come up with new ideas and you've put them out there and you've engaged the audience and gotten feedback. It shows your ability to start something and persist with it and follow through to get results. That is one of the most underrated skills that you can have in any role. My personal favorite platform is LinkedIn. And yes, I'm a bit of a LinkedIn nerd, but that's probably because I'm a career coach and I love helping people with their careers. So if you have something that you love doing, create an online account for it. Create a YouTube channel, create an Instagram account, do whatever you want to do. Choose one that is going to be the easiest for you to persist at and continuously show up. Being consistent is the absolute key to success in this area. And you can use that success to springboard you in to getting that next job that you really want to get. So to wrap up this video today, let me quickly go over the 5 key methods that I spoke about to help you get that work experience without having a job. Number 1, volunteering and internships. Absolutely consider these. Number 2, freelancing and the gig economy. Personally, I prefer freelancing, but the gig economy is an option if that suits you. Number 3, online courses and certifications. Upskilling, while not exactly perfectly the same as work experience, will make you far more employable than someone who hasn't done anything. Number 4, personal projects and networking. Anything that you are working on as a personal project is worth mentioning. Make sure you keep clear documented evidence of what you're doing. And networking speaks for itself. It's the most valuable way you can spend your time when you're looking to create opportunities for work. Number 5, building an online presence. That goes without saying, speaks for itself. Do what I'm doing if you want. Copy me. I will happily help anyone with what I've learned through this process. Reach out to me, I'll get in touch with you, and I can help you do something like what I do. Absolutely no problem at all. So if you do nothing else after watching this video, I want you to create a plan. Really simple, single page, only needs a few dot points. Which one of these 5 options are you going to choose, and how long are you going to commit to it for? Choose the option, write a little bit of detail about it, and write how long you are committed to trying it out for. You want to commit for as long as you possibly can, because the longer you commit to it and actually deliver, the higher the chances of your success in the near future. Thanks to everyone who's watched all the way to the end. Please like, share, subscribe this video. I'm really trying to help as many people as I can, and I really want to do it for as many of you out there as I possibly can. So help me out and I'll help you out as much as I can. If you have an idea for a video that you'd like me to cover, please drop it in the comments and I will make that video specifically for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.